What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni, and welcome to this new MUROMETZ test server session on this weekend with one new Titan and two new Titan weapons. And hold yourselves tight to something, ladies and gents, it's actually going to happen. Titan Vortex! Aphid Vortex Thermites for Titans coming in now! Bam, 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 bam! Isn't that awesome, man? I love those weapons, and they're finally coming to Titans as well as massive weapons, okay? We've seen Shock Train coming to Titans, and now even this. Oh, it's getting better and better, guys. And the new Titan called MUROMETZ, as you see right here, can fly and has built-in rockets that it fires when it flies for a couple of seconds. Titans don't have to be that careful about them, they're not doing that much damage to them, but regular robots do seem to be taking quite a bit of damage from it. And also, 600 or more meters range with some decent splash radius is what these rockets have. The MUROMETZ Titan, as you see here, one beta weapon, the smaller one, and two strong alpha weapons. That is a high amount of firepower, and also it gets stealth during the flight. 8-9 seconds stealth and flight at the same time. And then you have another ability called the EMP Pulse or EMP Burst. And that will deactivate, similar to the Blackout ability from the Phantom, or the EMP from the, not the Phantom, sorry, the Typhon robot. It will deactivate active modules and robot abilities for a few seconds, but not just on one guy, but on everyone around the guy as well, similar to the Nodin suppression, right? So yeah, ladies and gents, this is gonna be an interesting, fun Titan. Imagine also in a Titan one-on-one, this Titan may come out on top with a stealth, unless the enemy Titan has Quantum Sensor, in which case he will see the MUROMETZ in the air and can fight back. So it will depend on that range, right? Below 350 meters range, then the Quantum Sensor becomes active. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the content, if you want to stay up to date on all the news regarding MUROMETZ, which I try and give you guys all the time, or also if you want to get ready for the giveaway, I'm trying to get you guys a Fafnir giveaway very soon, so stay tuned and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to not miss out on any of those new things. By the way, we also do not only have the new Titan, we do not only have the new weapons, Kisten and Bulava. They're called, these new Vortex-like alpha and beta weapons. The alpha is called Bulava, the beta weapon is called Kisten. And we do not only have this, we also have a massive Titan rebalance. Some of you guys may not like this as much, some of you might like it a little more. Let me give you the cold hard facts, okay? Just get that kill real quick. Pats! I don't need to see you to kill you with these weapons, buddy. So let's have a look at the Titan rebalance in real quick. Arthur, minus 20% HP, plus 20% shields. Less 50 less platinum cost. Overall, a slight nerf, I would say. Our Ming gets even less HP, which I don't understand. It already had so little. But the healing power gets even more powerful. Overall, I think also a little... Well, maybe a nerf buff, it might be both of it. But Nodin's is getting a crazy nerf with minus 15% speed and 37% defense reduction. Wow. But the healing ability increase, what does that even mean? It has 500 meters range. Do they mean, maybe they mean the suppression ability that gets an increased range? I don't know. But yeah, so overall, bad nerf for the Nodins. Gendarme minus 10% damage, Crate plus 10% dot damage. That's good. Plated Armor Kit and Antimatter Reactor really lose 7% of their effectiveness. Not sure why they do this, but one thing for sure, the Arthur is having a slight nerf with less HP but more strong shields. But the Nodins is suffering the most, but it also used to be the strongest Titan of all the Titans here. Somehow I always seemed like, look, how much damage we're doing to other Titans, and then we're firing at, we're suppressed, by the way, just a second ago. That's why we wouldn't do the full damage. Look how much damage we're doing to the Ao Ming now, look at that. Bam, bam. Look at this damage he's taking. He's almost destroyed from those two shots. And the Nodins, we're gonna fire a shot at the Nodins in just a few seconds. You'll see that the Nodins barely takes damage. Somehow, it was really super resistant to everything. And it seems like it's getting brought more in line with the other Titans with this. But the speed nerf is crazy. Like, why? I don't understand. But yeah, so let's go back to having some crazy fun with those weapons here. Raps! Kill! It wasn't my kill, but somebody got it, and I'm still happy about it. Let's fire at the Nodins and show you what I mean. Nodins just never takes as much damage as other things. Look at this. That's like, I wasn't suppressed. It just is much less damage than any other Titan takes. And what I've just done here, you see this? I'm now using the EMP pulse or burst ability that everyone in the surrounding area of the Nodens gets suppressed. Not suppressed, but they lose their ability use, and they cannot use an active module. But you see the ability radius seems to be large, because everybody was affected by this. Maybe this is a little bugged, maybe this is going to be fixed still. I'm not quite sure, but yeah. One more thing I want to show you, ladies and gentlemen. I know that a lot of you guys probably still haven't seen this. My big Titan comparison on the Sharenga, Tsar versus Grom. So the big rocket launchers with maximum one-hit potential at long range versus the insane shotguns, Grom at short range one-hit potential, like you see here. Guys, in the top right corner is that crazy video where I do this the entire match, or the entire video long, and make a comparison and ask for your opinion on that, okay? And video description, pinned comment, you'll also find that same video. Go ahead, check it out, that would be awesome, guys. Alright, so, what you're getting here in this video, by the way, the reason why my hands are free, even though I seem to be playing, I pre-recorded this gameplay yesterday during the test server. It was already on yesterday, and now I'm adding post-commentary over it, and you guys just gonna get the maximum goodness from it. I cut together the best situations already, okay? No time wasted in getting the Titan. We're right in the Titan in the next situation, and he just face-shifted through his death. I don't like this. Sir, let me show you what I think about face-shifting through death. Sang, 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 and there we go. Van! Kill! Remember what the weakness of Vortex, Thermite, and Aphid always is shields that basically do not really take the damage from the Vortex and stuff. If you fire all your weapons at once in a shield, that one shield will absorb all of it. Pixonic apparently is aware of this, and what they made here, that's a Raven right there. Oh man, look at that poor guy. Jesus. Oh gosh, he's almost done. They made it so that the weapon fires in sequence by itself now. You used to have to press 1, 2, 3, 4, or basically not press 1, 2, 3, 4, but like fire weapon 1, 2, 3, 4 in sequence in order to kill the shield with the first rocket and deal damage with the others, right? Now, they made this weapon so that it automatically by itself fires in 2 shots, right? So you can kind of use the red button there and destroy the shield with the first shot and kill the robot with the second. But I would still suggest firing in sequence, because then even in the first salvo you'll make more use of it. See, that right there is a Minos Titan, and he's taking a tremendous amount of damage from those new rockets, and the crazy thing is we do not need line of sight. And let me hit our Ming up in the air. And by the way, ladies and gents, we're activating stealth flying up. Bam, 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 bam. Look at the damage he just took. Holy smokes. We're having multiple scenarios coming up with this setup right here. And I've already recorded video footage and gameplay with the Ao Ming using Bulava and Kiston. Imagine constantly flying high up and using even more firepower from up there. That's gonna be good. Also, I want to test the new MUROMETZ Titan in a brawling state with Vengeance and Retaliator using stealth and then deleting enemy Titans from stealth that do not have quantum sensor. All of this is already finished and recorded, right? So these videos are coming up together with one of the giveaways coming really soon. Look at that poor Hawk there. Let me show you something. Pam! By the way, he's already dead. The second shot I could have landed on somebody else. I could have sent the second salvo to somebody else and killed both robots at the same time now. This is really fun. And I really am the type of player who loves Vortex and Thermite like nothing else in the game. And now finally on the Titans doing the real deal damage. Wow! That's gonna be awesome, dudes. I can't wait for this to be on the live server. I'll promise you one thing. As soon as this hits the live server, you'll get tons of videos with this from Titans. I try to test every Titan with this, probably. This is gonna be so crazy. I love those weapons so much, man. So, I wonder, can the Typhon be hit with the EMP ability when the shield is up? Because the Nodens cannot hit and suppress the thing. Bam! Oh, those big rockets. You know, here's the thing. Pixonic, in case you're listening, I think that those rockets should also have splash radius, because look at the size of these things. Holy smokes. Phase shift too late, by the way. Look at the size of those rockets. There's so much coming in. How do they not have splash damage? I think they really need to get splash radius so that if people stand really close together, you can actually double your firepower and do more damage, like Tsars do, for example, right? That would be really awesome here, giving those rockets some sweet splash damage, that would really be amazing. Of course, the Tsar rockets will still deal more damage per minute. Overall, the damage output is higher on the Tsars, but they need line of sight, or at least, you know, a connection with the splash radius. These things can be fired across cover, and you can play a Nodens, for example, with those weapons as well. The Nodens does not have to expose himself. He can heal up friendly Titans and friends, and still deal damage and do the massive killing from safety, right? So I'll be doing this as a playstyle on the Nodens as well, a separate video. Let's jump into 2 more situations. As I said, I already cut them together for you to not waste your time. Even look, the shell robot takes a tremendous amount of damage from those rockets that we're firing in the flight ability. That's pretty crazy, right? And then also those heavy Titan Vortex come in from above, so they may bypass the shield too on the shell robot. But again, there needs to be splash damage so that you can hit an Arthur, so you can hit a shell robot or any other physical shielded opponent without going into the physical shields first, because that would just not make sense. Such massive rockets, they're larger than the enemy robot, and somehow you're not dealing damage to them because physical shield? Nah, that makes no sense. We need splash damage. Here's the thing I want to show you guys. I deactivated his ability. Look, I'm using the EMP pulse now, and there's a little bug. I think this isn't intended. Look, I'm using it now. Tsang. Everybody's ability and active module is deactivated. Even the guy in their base. Like, what? This guy is like 300 meters away. How is he affected by this? That's probably going to be fixed. But overall, look at this. He cannot fly now because his ability is deactivated. Even though his ability is ready, he couldn't fly, and he took the full damage to the face. And took a lot of damage. And let me show you how much the Ao Ming is going to suffer from this. Boom! Boom! Oh, man. Dude, he just lost more than 50% health in these few seconds. And that Hawk right there wanted to kill me, but I activated stealth, so now killing going to happen. Here, I could have stopped firing here, because the first salvo, again, takes care of the last stand, and then I could have fired him the second salvo right there and killed him immediately. What is that? Is that a Demeter? Bam, bam, down to last stand, Demeter. Do you notice that the Vortex, Thermite, and Aphid, they often miss targets, but these new Titan weapons, they seem to be a little more accurate, even on moving targets. However, fast-flying Fafnirs, they are impossible to be hit. I already tried this. Also, the Scorpion, you see the first shot hit, bam, second shot comes in, no damage, right? So it's not perfectly accurate, but it is more accurate than the Aphid, Vortex, and Thermite are. But speaking of which, they need to be buffed too in terms of accuracy. Give them splash damage too. Give them splash damage so that they do not have to hit these perfect hits just to be able to be effective in any way, right? Give them splash damage so they can hit moving targets as well, and allow them to be more viable in the game, because nobody runs them ever in the meta now, because they just suck so much, right? These ones here are a little bit better, they are more accurate, but also here I think it would be useful to add more splash damage to them, so that, again, hitting more reliably is better, and to be able to sometimes hit 2 guys at once, right? Alright, so that was Team Deathmatch here with the new MUROMETZ Titan. Of course, ladies and gents, I need your feedback on the Titans. I want to hear what you think. We have 2 alpha weapons and 1 beta weapon. In terms of firepower, it's not overpowered, I think. The ability with stealth is crazy, but again, quantum radar, quantum sensor, and the new legendary pilot Yandi that counters stealth. So there's many ways to counter this. And even Titans can all counter this with the quantum sensor if they equip it. And there is more and more reason to use it nowadays, so more and more Titans will have quantum sensor these days, right? So then, if you're under 350 meters range, they're gonna see you. So it's not gonna be crazy. But you can deactivate abilities, which allows you for nice openings on hits with these weapons, for example. So that's pretty cool as well. Here's a really unlucky coincidence. I'm firing my rockets, and a Fafnir comes up with his energy shield and blocks all those hits from these many Bulavas and Kisten weapons. The design of the MUROMETZ is, by the way, from the same makers, basically in-game lore, from the that also made the Vityas robot, right? So yeah, and bam! Bye-bye, Invader. Take that. That's right. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was the video. Have a nice weekend. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe as brutal as a man can hit for more. Thanks for bearing with me, you guys are awesome as always. Manni-Gaming signing off. Bye-bye. And don't forget the video in the video description and pinned comment. And also the link in the top right here for the Tsar versus Grom comparison. And yeah, see you then. Bye.